Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your April 2021 Tarot, Astrology, and Oracle reading. I hope you guys are doing great out there. I always love welcoming my Scorpio folks back to the channel, and thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. If you have yet to do so, or you're brand new here, I do always invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. We always love to have you as part of our group. So Scorpio, a few general notes. These are always going to be general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single Scorpio out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. These are mostly going to resonate with Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, but do check your personal natal chart to get even more information as to how your personal planetary alignments match up to the signs that I read for. Sometimes it's surprising how much more clarity you can get by watching some of the different readings for the signs that are in the rest of your chart. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get into it, Scorpio. Very excited to see what's going to come through for you. We're going to start out with a couple of oracle cards to get some basic themes and info to start us off. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us whatever information and guidance you have for our Scorpios for April 2021. Please bring through whatever they need to know for their highest good. And thank you so much for your help. Ooh, Scorpio, I like this card. Going forward, this is your key theme, keyword for the month from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So this card particularly reminds me of the Lord of the Rings movies. It really does. It looks like Hobbiton. And it reminds me, of that very peaceful, pastoral, kind of earthy energy, but it also has that feeling of adventure going forward, moving into new and better realms and places in your life. So this looks like a very nice month indeed of movement forward. So let's go into your chakra and crystal card. Let's see what gemstone or crystal is calling to you this month ahead. Ooh, and the citrine came out. Very nice, Scorpio. So citrine is always a favorite card. It is definitely a solar plexus chakra stone, so it is about building up your confidence, your self-esteem. I actually have several pieces of citrine sitting here on my table. It's a crystal that I've always loved to work with. So it is about building up your feeling of success, abundance. It also increases creativity. It's a great stone as well if you're working with trying to start a business, trying to make more money and bring more financial security coming in. So let's get into the Keepers of the Light Oracle next. I'm going to pull one main spiritual guide that will be assisting you for this month of April. Ooh, so nice. All right, Scorpio, we have a white eagle, the ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So this one really calls us to reach back and connect with our ancestors, with our guardians, and those who have gone before. Sometimes those can be people from your actual family, biologically, and sometimes it's spirit guides that really just come through either in the dream time or in, symbology or images that just keep coming up again and again and again. So very, very nice spiritual guide. Really nice card starting out. This feels like a lot of clarity, a lot of abundance, and really your self-esteem being rebuilt from a nice spiritual ancestral foundation. Very nice, Scorpio. So what's going on in the astrology? Let's not move Mr. Dragon just yet. Let's check him out. I do have the chart for the beginning of April here, and I've made some notes about some major things to point out to everyone as I do these reads. So I'm just going to point a few out to you, Scorpio. Keep in mind I'm not doing every single thing going on astrologically because that would get into a lot more time than we have. So the big things I'm going to point out are actually coming at the end of the month more than at the beginning. Most of this month we have a lot of energy in Aries. We have the Sun, we have Venus, We have Mercury stepping into Aries on the 3rd, and we have a new moon in Aries on the 11th. So lots of Aries energy. You're going to feel that a lot in the area of health, habits, routines, and so it is a good time to improve on your routines. Make sure you're eating right, sleeping well, getting enough water, etc. Make sure your habits are good ones, Scorpio. Setting us up for the time of Taurus. Taurus, the sun will move into Taurus on April 19th, and Venus likewise will also move into Taurus on the 14th. The energy of Taurus starts to shift into your relationship house universally, so you're definitely going to feel that change over at the end of the month. And I would also point out I would say the three main things that I would point out for Scorpio is that there's going to be a full moon in Scorpio. The full moon of your sign this year is going to be arriving on April 26th. That's a Monday night. And so I would say, Scorpio, you're going to feel this full moon very strongly. And it also may bring about a completion of something that would have happened 6 months ago when the moon was in the opposite sign of Taurus. So I think that has to do with your personal identity and your personal relationships. So something could be coming full circle, either to closure, either to movement forward, but definitely something illuminated, revealed, and brought to the surface around your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. Another thing I will point out is that your ruling planet of Pluto will be going into retrograde motion the day after that full moon in Scorpio on the 27th. And so that happens to all signs who have a ruling planet that's outside of the asteroid belt. So that's, Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. So when Pluto goes retrograde, I would say, for me, I'm a Capricorn, so that happens to me too. And it's going to be retrograde for about 5 months. That's how those big planets, those outer planets work. They're retrograde for about 5 months and then direct for 7 months the rest of the year. So what I feel with that is that you may be feeling a little bit like hibernating. It's a little bit like your energy goes within for review, for restructuring, reworking. It doesn't mean that you can't get things done. That's a common thought, that you can't get as much done. It may feel like your energy isn't quite as strongly expressed during a retrograde of your ruling planet, but it's not a pattern that you're not used to, because this is something that all signs that have one of those outer ruling planets experiences every year. So if there's anything that you want to work on within Scorpio, it can be a really nice time of just like kind of whew, it's like taking the summer off, that's the feeling it gives you. You don't have to come up with all the answers. There is flexibility around your plans before you go ahead with them. It is a deep dive, because Pluto going to retrograde makes us review, rethink, and rework a lot of our inner structure, our psychological growth, our emotional healing, all of those things that are deeply held within. Pluto is also a very regenerative planet. It is that phoenix from the ashes movement. So if you've gone through any harsh times, Scorpio, over the last 7 months while your ruling planet was direct, this is a very good time, the next 5 months, to go deep within and to really heal from the inside out. So that's a good thing that you can say about it. The other thing I'm going to point out is that Mars, our planet that rules Aries, has been in the sign of Gemini for about 8 weeks by the time it changes sign. And so it's going to be going into the sign of Cancer on April 23rd. And that's a very positive movement for you, because that takes it into a water sign, which is a good direction for you, Scorpio, being a fellow water sign. It's going to really give you a better flow of energy. So if you've been feeling more tired, more fatigued lately, I would say that that's going to help your energy start to come back up. So lots of stuff coming up this month for my Scorpios in the planets and the stars. Let's see what we have got in your tarot. We're going to do a full tarot spread now, Scorpio, and get into your story. We're going to do a full Celtic cross with the Angel Wisdom Tarot and clarify that with the Modern Witch Tarot. Wow. Oh, Scorpio, very interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's start out right in the center, Scorpio. We have an 8 of Cups as the center of your reading. What's at the heart of the matter for you right now? 8 of Cups is all about this need to move on beyond something that is spiritually or emotionally unfulfilling, seeking more from life than what you're currently getting. Sometimes this is choosing a big move. For some of you, it could even be choosing, like, should I leave and go move to a new location? Some of you might literally be changing your address this month, or contemplating it for sure. If it comes to a relationship or a job, likewise, you're kind of like, should I stay or should I go? Is this doing for me what I need it to do? Because the 8 of Cups is still on that quest for the 9, and then ultimately the 10 of Cups, the wish fulfillment. So let's get a clarifier. Show us a little bit about what's going on, please, with Scorpio with this 8 of Cups. High Priestess. So you're not really telling anybody about it right now. You're really keeping that close to the chest. The High Priestess is our secrets, our mysteries, subtle and unconscious intuition and subconscious drive. So I would say that, you know, you might really want to check in with your intuition and with yourself. Also, this could be a good time for spiritual counseling or advice because of that High Priestess. If you're feeling really confused or just like, what should I do? I don't know how to make this choice. You know, somebody from the outside looking in might be very helpful to you. In your immediate past, you have the 6 of Cups. So this does point to something or someone coming back into your life, or you having nostalgic memories about someone or something in your life, Scorpio. That can be a very healing card. Or it can be somebody coming and saying, Scorpio, I really want a second chance with you. And you may be right now kind of saying, well, I don't know if I want to give this person or this situation a second chance or not. Let's see what clarifies this. What's the 6 of Cups about here? 2 of Swords. Oh my goodness, Scorpio, you are so making a decision. Oh, 2 of Swords. There it is. Divine indecision. That's that Libra energy. Should I stay or should I go? Should I give this person or this situation another shot, or should I move on down the road? And I do think you're going to have to make some sort of decision, unless you already have. But I don't get the feeling that a lot of you have yet. Going into the immediate future, we do have the 8 of Pentacles, so this is a steady as it goes kind of energy. For some of my Scorpios, you may choose to stay. You may choose to stay in a situation and just get a little more dedicated, you know, and give it that next possibility and that next chance. You might say, okay, let's try this again, and we're both going to put in as much effort as possible. Whether this is a job, a relationship, a home situation. Some of you as well might be going back to school or learning something new. If it comes to a job, it's just really about staying the course. So let's get a clarifier on this 8 of Pentacles, please. Wheel of Fortune, though, I do feel like it's for a good, it has a good outcome. It has a very nice clarifier on this. That Wheel of Fortune is all about expansion, coming out of stagnation, and the wheel turning in your favor. Not to mention, Scorpio is one of these signs that is represented on the Wheel of Fortune, and it has a Jupiter rulership, so it usually does signify better luck and abundance. What you're focused on, oh my goodness, Scorpio, here's in the subconscious, is the 2 of Cups. So you're definitely focused on love relationships, partnerships, healing the heart, forgiveness, ending challenges. So to me, there is that feeling. I feel like you're kind of like saying, I don't want to give up on the people or the things that I love. But you might be feeling a little overwhelmed. There might be other aspects at play in your life where you're just like, I just don't know if I can keep doing this. But this is something you're really thinking about. Show us a little more about the 2 of Cups, please. Oh, 10 of Swords. So, you know, Scorpio, you may have really been burned or stung or possibly betrayed in a relationship, and you really, you know, you can't get that out of your head. You can't get it out of your heart. It's really hard to do. But the 10 of Swords really says it's the end of painful situations. It's the end of those turbulent times. And it's really up to you whether you walk away from something or walk towards something new. For some of you, you may be saying, I'm walking away from something difficult towards a relationship that does feel good for me. So that could be going on for some of you. Keep in mind, these are general, but overall, what I see with this is a healing from, you know, those old wounds, those old stabs in the back. all disappointments and stuff like that, and really wanting to heal something going forward, or at least to come to a relationship that will allow for that good heart healing. On the top, crowning the spread message from Spirit, is the Three of Pentacles. This is all about rebuilding things in a positive way. So if you are one of the Scorpios who happens to be moving a physical location or getting a new job, this could really be saying, you know, it's like the whole community is kind of coming together, or you're working with people that have the same goals in mind. It's a very nice card. It's a lot of recognition for your work, having a good reputation and being paid better for what you do. And we have the Page of Swords. So new ideas, new thoughts, new energies coming in. So this could be new projects at work, new ideas about how to start a business or how to continue with something you've already begun. That's a nice energy. You know, there's a lot of info coming your way, and it's very divinely guided when it's in that position. So let's get some advice on this, Scorpio. You have got a lot on your plate, it looks like, emotionally this month. Yeah, definitely in a planning phase here, Scorpio. You got a lot on your mind. That's what I really get. You've got a lot on your mind. Suggested approach is definitely to make a strategy, make a plan, make those decisions if you've been, you know, in a place of indecision, because this is Aquarius energy, the King of Swords. It's also liberation. It's freedom, setting yourself free from excessive worry by simply detaching from those heavier emotions so that you can just see things from a very impartial and, you know, and very practical, logical kind of mindset. Scorpio, you're very emotional, you're very intense, and so sometimes it does you well to, you know, just take a little back step, cool the emotions down just a little so that you can see things, you know, just from a more observational standpoint, so you can communicate clearly. And the Hierophant. Wow, these are both very, you know, to me, kind of like wise and semi-detached energies. We have Taurus and we have Aquarius here as your suggested approach. So be wise, be grounded. You don't have to show everything at once. I know, like you're you know, you got that High Priestess in the center, and now we've got the Hierophant, which is like the High Priest, right? So we're getting both of those energies that are really kind of like, I'm not going to show you all my cards. So it's okay if you don't like reveal every single thing that you're thinking about right now until you have a good plan, until you're ready to reveal it. But it's really saying, you know, to come from a wiser, kind of loftier perspective, you know, of goodwill towards yourself and everyone involved. What you need to know is this Ace of Wands is coming in. So there are big, new, passionate beginnings, new energy, new vitality Spirit is bringing in for you. There are going to be some better opportunities. So it's time to take action, do what you're passionate about. To me, it feels like a big new beginning. So anything that you're leaving behind, Scorpio, I wouldn't worry too much, because whatever you leave behind is going to close one door so it opens to a new, beautiful reality. And on top, oh my goodness, Six of Cups. Now this one ain't going away, okay? This one's not going away. I think there's definitely someone or something that's either on your mind and heart, you're on their mind and heart. There's could definitely be somebody, yet again, I want that second chance. I want that reconciliation with my Scorpio. They're really remembering how great things were with you. And so it's really up to you whether you do that or not, or if you just take this opportunity to get some healing and closure around a situation. Six of Cups can also point to healing the inner child, healing some family dynamics. So that could be part of your month of April as well. Hopes and Fears position is the transformation. It is the Tower card, Scorpio. That is, to me, one of Scorpio's power cards, because you are such a transformational sign. It's also ruled by Mars, and Mars used to be your official planetary ruler until the more modern discovery of Pluto. So I do feel like Scorpio carries a little bit of this energy. You might be a little bit afraid to see that tower come down, but at the same time, like I love in this card how it shows the tower being rebuilt. So Scorpio, you know you can't rebuild you know, your tower without knocking down some of the old stuff. You got to have a good foundation. So don't be afraid, you know, if things are coming to conclusions, if certain things are ending, don't be afraid of that. The timing is right for it. Instead, hope for the good outcomes that those transformations will be bringing you. Three of Wands. And to me, you know, it's like these things are, you know, it's like you don't have to do a whole lot to have this happen. And you do. Scorpios live a very transformational lifetime. That is simply part of your experience here on Earth. And sometimes it can be a really shocking transformation. Sometimes it happens very, very quickly. And really, you know, the way that you take that, that's why some people really don't like the Tower card, is because when those, you know, big sudden changes happen, it's like, I'm not prepared for that. And so it feels very negative. But if you look at it in a way of seeing the opportunity that it represents or clears away, it can be very positive. The outcome card is beautiful though, Scorpio. Three of Cups. I do feel that there is celebration, there's good news, there's a joyful kind of celebratory feeling here at the end of the month. And I do think that you're going to clear through quite a lot of deep energies, deep emotional feelings, struggles that you may be going through to either heal an old relationship, restore one that's already, you know, maybe a little rocky, to even, for some of you to just walk away from something entirely and start fresh and brand new. Do what's right for you. Always listen to your heart more than any tarot reader, because you know you better than we do, that's for sure. We can only give guidance, but we can't tell you what to do, Scorpio. So let's get a clarifier on this Three of Cups. Yes, and we do have the Hanged Man here. So I do feel, Scorpio, there's something that's going to have to be released in order for you to have this happiness and fulfillment. The Hanged Man, so much to me, is about, it's Neptune energy. It's Pisces energy. It's about release, sacrifice. Sometimes, Scorpio, you know, for a few of you, not all, but I can feel this, is that for some of you, this could be letting go of an old grudge, an old misunderstanding, something that has just hurt you like so bad. And trust me, I can understand some grudge energy, because I am a Capricorn. We're kind of similar to Scorpios. We have a hard time ever forgetting. If somebody hurts us, we're like, I'm not forgiving, I'm not forgetting, I'm not letting that go. And so, but Scorpio, if this is somebody where maybe the transgression wasn't so bad, or it really, you know, wasn't that big of a deal, and maybe more got made out of it, or you took it harder than you maybe feel like you even should have, you got to review it. And like I said, you know, for some of you, it's not going to apply to all of you. But this is for some of you that you may say, you know what, it's time to let bygones be bygones. I can't hold on to this, you know, mistake they made forever. If you really want the relationship, that's really the choice. It's like, it's time to heal. It's time to let go. It's time to give them a fresh new opportunity and rise like that phoenix from the ashes, if you believe that they deserve it. On the bottom, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, the Queen of Cups. That's one of your power cards in the tarot. Absolutely. The Queen of Cups is my Scorpio queen. And this is really about you being in your power, to me. Making good emotional choices from a loving, compassionate place. Does it say self-sacrificing? Yes, it does. You know, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition and follow your heart. Again, she is my Scorpio queen because she keeps the lid on that cup. She doesn't reveal every single thing she's thinking about, and neither do you have to, Scorpio. And take it slow. Take it slow if you need to. Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow if you need to, Scorpio. You don't gotta rush. You don't have to rush. You do need to make progress, though, so don't put off making decisions forever. You know, don't put off progress. You had that Eight of Pentacles, and there, slow and steady wins the race. And so my feeling for that is, you know, if it's right, it's right. Just take it one day at a time. Time will tell. Time will reveal all things to you. So let's get a affirmation for you on this reading. Ooh, yes, look at this. You are in the magic zone this month, Scorpio. The exhilaration of discombobulation. So some things might be really confusing. but it's okay. It's really okay. And I want you to kind of meditate on that a little bit, that if you don't have all the answers right away, Scorpio, it's okay. It's all right. It's good to be in this magic zone, in this meditative zone. A lot of your understanding and the ability to make those decisions that you need to make will come from really being in that reflective, meditative space. You know the answers. You just got to get in touch with yourself, and you'll see the way through. All right, Scorpio, I hope you have an amazing month. I will be back soon with more readings, more live streams, and I'll see you then. Take care.